Hi D23, my name is Leah Lewis and I'm the voice of Ember in Elemental.
And I'm Mamoudou, voice of Wade from Elemental, and this is
D23 Inside Disney.
Hey Disney fans, we're here at Pixar to explore the world of Elemental.
We'll be talking to the stars on the red carpet and the filmmakers behind the scenes.
And remember, we're at Pixar, so you don't want to miss an exclusive tour that we got. I'm so excited.
Me too, but first let's go to Disney California Adventure, where I got to talk with the stars of Elemental, Mamoudou and Leah Lewis. All right, Leah, Mamoudou.
Hi!
Hi! We're here at Disney California Adventure Park, where World of Color will be happening shortly. And we hear we're getting like a little Elemental surprise.
Ooh, it's going to be spectacular. It's going to be colorful, magical. Yeah.
You grew up in Orlando.
I did grow up in Orlando.
And you grew up in DC.
I grew up in DC area, yeah.
The DC area. Did you guys go to the Disney parks growing up?
My grandmother, my mom, and my dad all worked at Disney at one point, so it was like cast member tickets off the wazoo. I would go every single week to the point where I could probably give you a tour of each park with my eyes closed.
Oh my gosh.
It's no longer like that anymore. We've lost our plug. So I don't have the connect anymore to the...
Okay. You two get along stunningly. What was Wade and Ember's relationship like at the beginning of the movie, when we first meet you guys?
Hey, man's gotta do what he's gotta do. Got a job to do. It's all right. It's okay. It's like unfortunate that he has to like carry out his like duty, but it's no ill will towards Ember. And I think, well, you speak for Ember, I guess.
Well, I think because there is no ill will towards Ember, and Ember just is, you know, not very familiar with water people in general, I think she's a bit shocked. Yeah. But Wade has this way of just being adorably adorable, which I feel like allows Ember to kind of give him a chance to even stay in the room for longer than 2 seconds. It's like something that is so complex, but also so easily digestible, because Pixar can do that, you know?
Yeah, you can tell it's really from the heart.
Yes.
Every bit of it, every detail.
I'm so glad you said that. Like, when you watch this movie, you can just feel like all the goodwill and the heart. There's no like cynical decisions. It's all just about
it's all real.
Heart. It's the best.
What we hear about these Pixar movies, they put so much time into developing them. Yeah. This one took 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years.
That's incredible. During that process, when did you two come aboard?
Well, it's like 2 years ago? 2 years?
2 years ago, which feels like yesterday and a lifetime ago all at the same time.
I'm sure. What was the audition process like 2 years ago?
So for me, you know, I got a call from my agents that we were going to be auditioning for a Pixar film, and I was like, what? Because I was like, it's like the fiber of like the fabric of my childhood, you know?
Awooga.
And so
yeah, very awooga.
So I hopped on a call with Peter, and it was just like, it was really surreal. Like I think him even showing me the fire people and the ideas for the earth people and like the world and the water people, I was just like, it's just so touching. It's like when you see a Pixar world for the first time and you're like, how exciting is that? And then when he had told me, on my Instagram, I have this silly little video I recorded when I worked at a restaurant, like kind of, not making fun of customers, but making light of how intense the industry can be in restaurants. He was like, I saw that video and that reminded me a lot of Ember's temperament. And I was just like, I think to hear that he had seen so much of me in the character already, it just was really exciting.
Thank God you posted that Instagram thing. Isn't it crazy how
I would have never thought. It's a silly little video with me wearing like a turkey hat, and I'm like, welcome to Chicken Barbecue Hut.
Finally, it's time. It's time.
It's crazy.
On the way home, I'm gonna watch this.
How far along were those character designs when you were looking at them 2 years ago? How different are they now?
They haven't
changed much.
I
think it's just gotten more specific, and obviously the animators did their thing, which is like kind of astounding. It's astounding.
Well, I'm so excited to see the film. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Mamoudou and Leah, especially here to talk about Elemental, to talk about the new World of Color pre-show that's coming.
I'm so excited.
Later, we're going to the premiere of Elemental. We'll see you both there, I think. Yeah.
You won't see me there. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, what?
I'm so excited.
We have landed here at the Elemental Art Gallery, and we're so excited to flow through this really cool space.
The concept art and visual storytelling is truly elemental to the production process here at Pixar. And director Peter Sohn drew concept art like this himself. Wow.
We're here in the Steve Jobs building, the atrium to be exact, and it's the heart of the Pixar campus.
And they rotate the artwork with the release of every new Pixar film. How cool is that?
Steve Jobs envisioned the atrium as a town square where people would see each other and share ideas. The Steve Jobs building is where a lot of the technical stuff happens, but let's head over to the Brooklyn building where ideas are initially developed.
Now we're at the Brooklyn building. Pixar's actually located at 45th and Park Avenue, so Brooklyn, little reference to New York City.
You never know what you might discover in this building. Maybe a nod to a Luxo lamp, hidden characters in the floor, and a recording studio. With that thing, what where it came from, so help me, so help me!
So the air people are very loud and blustery. Typecasting. She's the person that you would pay your citations with, okay? She can bend the rules or not bend the rules. You see where I'm going with this? She knows how to do favors, but maybe she doesn't want to.
Yo, at D23, I think like that was one of the first times we even saw like any kind of snippet or commercial. And before we even went on stage to greet the crowd, like I just got chills right up through my spine, and I was like, okay. And then just seeing how people received it as well, it just warmed my heart. And to be a part of the Disney legacy, like I'm such a Disney girl, like through and through, came out the womb Disney, will die Disney. So I've just been really, really on cloud nine with all of this.
The script speaks for itself. And to work with somebody like Pete, who I think is a really special person, you don't really get a chance like that every day. It's actually exceedingly rare. So I short circuit every time I think about it. It's like, it's one of those things where I'm like, really? Me? Here? What? It's a dream come true.
Clod is Ember's neighbor, and Ember doesn't really like him, and she keeps brushing him off, but Clod keeps hitting her with these corny pickup lines.
Of course, I love Bernie because he's like me, a dad, an immigrant. He's got a great laugh, he's got a fiery temper, so what's not to like?
The standout memory I had, this is the first time Peter Sohn showed us in computer graphics what the water and fire character would look like.
Because you have to understand, when he pitched this, it's like fire and water are characters. So for them to pull it off and be able to see their expressions, their gestures, it's unlike anything we've seen before.
Wow, that premiere blew me away.
Those stars were burning at the red carpet.
You can really see how such imaginative ideas can come from a campus that's just overflowing with creativity.
I got the chance to talk to two of the amazing minds behind Disney and Pixar's Elemental, director Peter Sohn and producer Denise Ream. Let's take a look. Thank you both so much for joining us today. Can you describe a little bit about the story and the characters of Elemental for us?
Yeah, I mean, this whole crazy story takes place in this, beautiful city full of these elemental characters of earth, water, fire, and air. And in the middle of all that is this like little fire family, and there's sort of life here in the city. And there's a young firewoman in there that begins to try to understand her placement in there and makes this connection with this water guy named Wade, and that starts to begin this, this whole story.
We hear it's very personal to you, elements of the story. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this whole thing started off from like these three little ingredients that came from my personal life. The first one was this silly idea when I was in school looking at the table of elements here. They looked like apartment buildings, and I used to make fun of these little boxes and drew characters in there, and that sort of brought me to something that reminded me of where I grew up. And but I didn't know how to make fun of chromium or any of these like radioactive materials, and so I boiled it down to the natural elements here, the classical ones. And then the other piece was, trying to understand our parents a little bit more and really appreciating the stuff that they gave us, and that was, this really emotional, the heart of this thing. And then the third piece that somehow melded into this whole soup was this a relationship that I had with someone that wasn't Korean, and I married this person, and that it created a whole bunch of culture clash with my family that were like, marry Korean, you can't marry anyone else. And but yeah, those were the seeds.
You mentioned, Pete, about Denise, the ILM experience and visual effects. I am astounded at how Wade, how Ember, just on screen, how they come to life. Can you talk to us maybe about your experience and how together you were able to make these characters so alive and so amazing to look at?
Yeah, I mean, I think Pete's directive was they have to be elements. They can't be people on fire. So that was a big step, I would say, in addition to his really wonderful drawings that he did. So that was sort of the seed that got us on the right path. And then it was just literally doing lots of tests and iterations to come up with a look. And we started with Ember, thinking she was going to be the more difficult of the two, and then went on to, and then the whole world was sort of built around her, since it was her story and her journey. And then we went on to Wade, and then he was the one that proved to be much more difficult because of, he looks different in every different scene and set.
So much magic was made and all these different memories, so I've got to bring it back to Elemental. What are you hoping for fans to take home after they see this film?
Oh boy, just, coming off of what you were asking about, like, so much of this experience is all about trying to connect to an audience, have a really great time in the theater. So much of this, every pixel was made on the big screen here, and it's meant to see it that way. Because there's so much detail going on with these characters, and so I hope they enjoy that. But more than anything, if they're having a good time and they come out of this calling someone that they, love, or making that connection with someone that, that they've opened their heart to or taken a risk for, it would mean the world.
All the elements of Disney magic right there in this movie, Elemental. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
very much.
Ooh, Peter and Denise seem so down to earth.
They really are. What amazing creative minds. They not only want to make me play this game, but also learn how to draw the characters from the film.
It's funny you say that, Lisa, because now's your chance. Let's take a look at how to draw one of the characters from Elemental yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Lee, and I was a story artist on Elemental, and today I'm going to show you how to draw Wade. So to start with Wade, he's a water guy, so in my head, it's easier to just think of his head, like a water drop, right? It's got a little whoop, heavy little thing at the bottom, like a water drop does. Just to find the shape, just to find the general shape of his head. Then I start to move down his body, starting from his neck, and he doesn't have broad shoulders. He's got a big bulbous body, but it's kind of like an upside down drop. I'm trying to move through his body a little bit. Get down to he's got a long torso, a long body, but little legs. I kind of move through, and so his body is kind of like this, right? And then I start moving through his arms. For a kind of a big guy, he's got tiny fingers, actually. I'm gonna have him wave here. So Wade, unlike us, has no bones. So he's just water, really. He's made of literally water. So he has no real elbows, just an idea of an elbow. So he's gonna wave here with his tiny 5 fingers. Then I'll start to draw like the shirt. It's the idea of the shirt. Not naked Wade. And then come up to the head here. And so Wade has this always moving flow of water, top of his head. Now it always looks like this. And very bulbous nose. Always in a good mood. Smile. And bright, hopeful eyes. And that is how I draw Wade.
What an amazing demonstration to learn how to draw the characters from Elemental. You know what, Hunter, did you give it a try?
That's okay. Let's keep going.
Oh, come on now, Hunter. We want to see.
Okay.
Oh, I absolutely love it. What a beautiful butterfly.
Oh, thank you. I heard your next interview was a breeze. You also got to speak with Leah and Mamoudou.
I actually did. It was no sweat. They burned bright. Let's check it out.
Okay, so with D23, we've talked to you already. You're friends with us, but we want to take a deeper dive with you into your Disney fandom. First question, describe each other as a Disney character. Who and why would you pick that for each other?
Wow, that's tough.
Let me take some time for this.
You're giving me Mushu vibes. Mushu because you have talked so much about friendship. You are brave. I feel like you would travel to the ends of the earth for something that you believed in. And I also just think Mushu is really comedic, and I think you're a really funny guy.
Oh, man.
That was beautiful. Okay, Mamoudou, what you gonna do with that?
I'll say Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She can sing well. I love Little Town. I love that song.
Go Belle.
But anyway, I'm just talking about you, I guess now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Belle.
You would be your own Disney character.
Thanks.
This is a good lead into the next question. I
Yeah.
feel like we're priming you for what I'm about to ask
Sure.
you. You have 23 seconds to name as many Pixar characters as you can. So are you ready for this? 23 seconds.
To name as many Pixar
characters as you can.
I'll just build
Here
up
we
some
go.
stock there. Don't
Ready?
worry about it. Yeah.
23 seconds goes now.
Dory,
Carl.
Woody.
Harrelson. I'm kidding.
Hold on, we got 23 seconds. For
I'm
this.
kidding. Ember, Wade,
Did you say Carl? Did you
Clod.
say Doug? Okay, Clod. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do the movie.
Wally.
Wally.
What was Ratatouille's name? Remy!
Remy, good job.
Yes.
Jeez.
Jack.
No, it can't be 23 seconds. What is this, the
That was
fastest talk in the world?
I know, I took up our 2 seconds by saying Harrelson.
Yeah. It's okay. I didn't contribute much.
You
That's
contributed
hard.
tremendously. That was great. That's up.
You came in with a hot slew of them.
You're
right
working through
away.
a lot of different things
Well,
here. That was
next
really
time,
good.
next time.
I've got to say, you did very well on that. What's your favorite Disney character if you had to choose?
Baloo from
Baloo the
from
Of course,
That
the
is
Jungle Book.
From the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Great. That
Bare
is
necessities.
A++ response. I love Blue too. That dude's
You
great.
can take Blue.
He's hanging out.
He's hanging out
You
with
know
us.
what? I like Blue too. Yeah, me too. We like Blue.
Blue's the crap paper.
Chemistry's happening here.
Oh.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been truly
That-
delightful.
Thank you.
It is, but there's even more actually. I gotta throw it on over to our fans because director Peter Sohn has even more in store for you right now. You gotta check it out.
Hi, D23. I'm Peter Sohn, director of Pixar's latest film, Elemental. Please enjoy an exclusive look at the film only on D23 Inside Disney.
What a happy family. Is that you and your dad? I love dads. And it's your birthday!
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I don't know. I was searching for a leak on the other side of the river and got sucked in. This is bad. I can't lose another job. I just can't seem to find my flow.
Dang.
Oh, that pipe squished me all out of shape. That's better.
Dude, just get out of here. I gotta clean this mess up for my dad. Sees what I did.
Ooh, actually, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to write you a ticket.
A ticket?
Yeah, I'm a city inspector, and this pipe is definitely not up to code.
I sucked a city inspector into our pipes?
I know. Ironic, right?
I cannot wait to see that in theaters June 16th. Now, before we wave goodbye, we want to thank our pals over at Pixar Animation Studios for the tour and for welcoming us into Element City.
And for those of you who might have had your head in the clouds, we're celebrating Disney's 100th anniversary this year, and you can bring home the festivities by becoming a D23 Gold member.
You'll receive this year's D23 Gold Member Collector Set, featuring the Mickey Mouse Leader of the Club milestone statue, plus your choice of a special membership card design from the worlds of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars, and of course, the quarterly Disney 23 publication. To find out more about the set and the benefits of being a D23 Gold member, visit joind23.com.
Check out the Inside Disney podcast at d23.com/Inside Disney and across all your finer streaming platforms, as you can see right here at the bottom of your screen.
Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to check out Disney and Pixar's Elemental in theaters on June 16th.
From all of us here at D23, the official Disney fan club, we'll see you real soon.